Hi, here I am Nagesh. Continuation of the sum of the n terms of the arithmetic progression. Now let us see one more question based on the sum of the n terms only. Find the sum of the first 51 terms of the arithmetic progression whose second term and third terms are given 49, 18. Generally, we know the formula sum of the n terms is equal to n by 2 of 2a plus of n minus 1 into d. Whereas a is the first term, d is the common difference, n is the number of terms. Here number of terms is given n, but a and d is not mentioned. So we have to find out first a and d, then we can proceed with the sum of n terms. So you can here given second term is equal to 14 and third term is equal to 18. So I can write a plus 1d is equal to 14 and third a plus 2d is equal to 18. By solving this, here it is minus 1d is equal to minus 4. So you are going to get it as the d is equal to 4. Substitute d is equal to 4 in a plus d is equal to 14. So a plus 4 is equal to 14. A is equal to 14 minus 4. A is equal to 10. Now you have the a value and d value, and so number of terms is equal to 51. So therefore Sn is equal to n by 2 of 2a plus of n minus 1 into d. So that is the 51 terms. What is the a value? It is 10 plus 51 minus 1, d is equal to 4. So therefore 51 by 2 is 20 plus 50 into 4. It is 51 by 2 into 200 plus 20, 220 is 110. So you get 110 into 51. It is 5610. Now here is another question. The sum of the first 7 terms of AP is 49 and that of 17 terms is 289. Find the sum of the n terms of the given progression. So progression is not mentioned. Whatever progression is going to frame or form, we have to find out the sum of the n terms of that progression, that specific progression. So here the solution part, what is given? The sum of the n terms, 7 terms is given 49, as well as sum of the 17 terms is given 289. So I can write that Sn, that is S7, 7 by 2 of 2a plus of 7 minus 1 into d is equal to 49. As we know the Sn formula is n by 2 of 2a plus of n minus 1 into d. Simplify it and transposing that side, 2a plus of 6d is equal to 49 into 2 by 7. 7 sevens is 14. If I take 2 common, a plus 3d is equal to 14. 2 ones are, 2 sevens are, you get a plus 3d is equal to 7. Let it be 1. Also given sum of the 17 terms is equal to 289. So therefore 17 by 2, 2a plus of 17 minus 1 into d is equal to 289. 7 by 2 transposing that side, 2a plus of 16d is equal to 289 into 2 by 17. You know that 17 17s are 289, 72 is 34. So 2 common, a plus 8d is equal to 34. So you got a plus 8d is equal to 70. Now let us have the solution of these two equations, solving the first and second equations. So I can continue on rubbing it. Solving first and second equations, that is a plus 8d is equal to 17, a plus 3d is equal to 7, so 5d is equal to 10, d is equal to 10 by 5, it is 2. So substituting d is equal to 2 in a plus 3d. What is the a value? A plus 3 into 2 equal to 7. A is equal to 7 minus 6 is equal to 1. Now we have to find out what is the sum of the n terms of the given progression. Can you guess the progression? First term is 1, common difference is 2. So you are going to get the progression like this. So whatever it is. Now therefore sum of n terms of this progression, of this problem, Sn is equal to n by 2 of 2a plus of n minus 1 into d. What is n value? We don't know. But we got the a value is 1. What is the d value is 2. That is equal to n by 2 of 2 under 2 plus 2n minus 2. So n by 2 into 2n is equal to n into n square. So what is the sum of the n terms? Sum of the n terms is equal to n into n, that is equal to n square. Got it? Here another question. Find the sum of the first 40 positive integers divisible by 6. First of all, we have to know which are the positive integers divisible by 6, starting from 6. So positive integers divisible by 6 are 6, 12, 18, 24, so on. But he is asking how many terms are there? 40 terms. So you have the a value is 6, d value is also 6. So therefore Sn formula is n by 2 of 2a plus of n minus 1 into d. So we need the 40 terms. 40 by 2, 2 into 6 plus 40 minus 1 into 6 is 20. 12 plus 39 into 6, that is equal to 20 of 12 plus 6 9s are 54, 6 3s are 18, 23. 20 into, you got this correct or not? 54, 18, 23. Okay. 246. So 2 6 are 12, 9. So your answer is 4920 is the sum of the digits which are divisible by the 6. Only 40 digits. Okay. Here is one interesting question that you are going to get one new principle also. Let us try to understand this question. With this question, you will get the explanation as well as the principle. That question is given. If the sum of the first n terms of arithmetic progression is given as the 4n minus n square, means there are some terms. Which terms we don't know. But the terms, if we add up to n terms, the principle is going to come as the 4n minus n square. Then what are those terms? Can we find out? Yes. That's why he is asking find out the first term, sum of the first two terms, find out the second term, and also find the nth term also. Here, the given part, what information is given? Sn of AP is equal to 4n minus n square. Therefore, that is nothing but sum of the n terms is equal to 4n minus n square. Now, observe the logic here. I am asking what is the sum of the one term. What is the meaning of this? Yes, it is nothing but sum of the one term is nothing but first term only. That is 4 into 1 minus 1 square is equal to 4 minus 1. It is 3. So therefore, you can declare that S1 is nothing but the A, that is equal to 3. So you got the first term. So now let us find out what is the sum of the two terms. That is 4n minus n square is equal to 4 into 2 minus 2 square is 8 minus 4 is equal to 4. This is not second term. Here it is the sum of the two terms is equal to 8 minus 4, it is 4. That means if I take first term and second term, already you got the first term is what? 3 into what? That is 3 plus question mark is equal to 4. So this question mark, you got 4 minus 1, 3 is equal to 1. So therefore, your second term, you got it as the A2. This is nothing but A2. This is nothing but A2. A2, you got 4 minus 3. What is that 4? 4 is the sum of the two terms. 4 is nothing but what? Sum of the two terms minus sum of the one term. You got the second term. Got the logic? Here, he is asking find out the first term. Find the sum of the first two terms you got. With this answer, you are going to get what is the second term. So you got the principle also. If I ask the question, what is the fifth term is, can you say S5 minus S4 or not? Okay, instead of going that, let me say, what is the third term? So as per the principle, we can say sum of the three terms minus sum of the two terms. What is the sum of the three terms? I will do here. 4n minus n square is the sum of the n terms. So 4 3 is the 3 square. It is 12 minus 9 is equal to 3. So what is the sum of the three terms? You got 3. What is the sum of the two terms? You got 4. So therefore, your answer is minus 1. So therefore, you are going to get this answer is minus 1. So finally, we can also say from this problem, observe here, sum of the n terms is given, we find sum of the one term is nothing but first term. Sum of the two terms, I got 4, that means in this 4, this 3 is also there, sum of the two terms. So therefore, 4 minus 3 is equal to 1, that is the second term. You have to find out the logic here that 4 is the sum of the two terms, 3 is the sum of the one term. So therefore, second term, to get the second term, what I did here, 3 plus second term is equal to 4 I got. So second term is equal to 4 minus 3 is equal to 1. I got the principle, that is sum of the two terms minus sum of the one term, you will get sum of the nth term, that is second term. So if you want third term, S3 minus S2. If I want the 10th term, yes, you can observe here, I want the 10th term. So 10th term means S10 minus S9. So where are that? Yes, you have the principle that Sn is equal to 4n minus n square, that is 4 into 10, 10 square, it is 40 minus 100, it is equal to minus 60. S9, 4 into 9 minus 9 square, it is 36 minus 81. it is 5 minus 45. So therefore, 10th term is nothing but sum of the 10 terms minus sum of the 9 terms, that is minus 60 minus of minus 45. You will get minus 60 plus 45. The answer is minus 15. So 10th term you got it as a minus 15. Understand? Now I am coming. What is the nth term? Nth term, how do you get? Okay. How do you got the second term? Sum of the two terms minus sum of the one. How do you got the 10th term? Sum of the 10 terms minus sum of 9 terms. I want nth term. So sum of the n terms minus sum of the n minus 1th term. You will get the another new principle for the sum of the n terms. Sorry. Nth term formula we can also say sum of the n terms minus sum of n minus 1 term. I hope you enjoyed this arithmetic progression topic. You have some more verbal problems. You try to make first the progression. For example, the beginning of the chapter I have taken the example. You are having the 1000 rupees in the bank. Your parents are giving 500 rupees monthly. So you are going on adding. So you will have first 1000. Your parents have given 500. So it is 1500. Next 500. Next 500. So you can check it is arithmetic progression. What is the total amount? What is the total amount at the end of the 4th month? At the end of the 4th month. This is the beginning. At the end of the 1st month, 2nd month, 3rd month, 4th month. So therefore, which term you are going to get? Minus 1. End of the month we are calculating. So therefore, at the end of the, for example, okay, whatever are there here. What is the end of the 4th month? What is the total amount means? I have to add these all. Roughly let us do 3000, 6000, 7000. You have to get the answer. Okay. So amount at the end of 3rd month. So at the end of the 3rd month means which term we have to find out? Sum of the 4 terms, that is equal to 4 by 2 of first term plus last term is equal to, it is into 3500. Do you got the 7000 or not? So like this type of application problems also you can attend. Your duty is that you try to collect the terms. Otherwise you identify what is the first term, what is the common difference. Then you can put it in the formula, either it is nth term or it is the sum of the n terms. I hope all of you have enjoyed the topic of the progressions, that is the arithmetic progression. In the next class, in the next 2 classes, you are going to study about the geometric progression. There also we are going to see the like common difference. There will be the ratio and what is the nth term of the geometric proof. These 2 topics I will take in the 2 videos, and also we will finish the topic with the geometric progression. Thank you. I hope all of you liked it. You subscribe it for further videos, and also you can press the bell icon. Don't forget it. Thank you. Thank you.